Hello guys, my name is Armin. In today's episode, learning Bluebeam, we want to take a look at flattening. When you create a markup on your drawings, you can use flattening to secure them without sending it to your team members or like different individuals to use it. If you just create a markup, no matter what type of markup, it's going to be a link, it's going to be annotation, notes, images. So if you do not flatten those and you send it to people, people will be able to kind of move them around. So I'm going to show you a different ways on how to add properties to it, how to flatten everything properly, and then how to secure them. So when you flatten and send it to people, people won't be able to unflatten your drawings. So let's jump into Bluebeam. I can show you how to do it. Make sure you put it in a comment section down below if you are using flattening or you're using a different way to secure your drawings. Let's jump into Bluebeam.
In today's episode, learning Bluebeam, we want to take a look at flattening. So this is a feature in Bluebeam that you can basically secure your markup. So no matter what type of markup you put on your drawing, you'll be able to secure them, create them. So when you share the PDF with the people or with a different team member, they won't be able to adjust your text or your markups. Let's just create a few together. Let's say I want to create one over here and say demo this wall, for instance. Let's just make it a little bit bigger. I'll just put a background. I want to make it just a bit bigger so we all can see. And then I can zoom in. Let's just create another one. Copy and let's say paste. So let's just denote this. Like change furniture. Let's just do another one. For example, let's just copy and paste this. So I'm just gonna put, let's say, wall rating change. So let's say you have a bunch of markups, something like this. As you can see, if I click on the markup, I can move them, I can delete them if you share the PDF like this. So if you only have one, let's say, markup, and you want to move it, you can basically right click and then there's a flatten over here. You can click on it and basically it's gonna flatten that actually markup for you. It's gonna be only one and the other ones is not flattened. So you can see basically I can move this, I can move that. So you have two options. Basically you can kind of do it one by one, or you can create all your markup as do some settings that I'm going to show you and basically flatten everything. So if you basically flatten one and you want to unflatten, you need to go over here on top. It says flatten. You can use the shortcut Control Shift and M, and when you click on it you can hit unflatten and basically just go through your markup and make them again. You can see you'll be able to change. So the thing is, if you create a bunch of markup, you want to do everything at once so you can save a lot of time. So what are you going to do right now? You're basically going to document here on top. All the way down, you can see it says flatten. You can click on this. It's going to open a box for you. So on top, you be able to bring a different PDFs over here or different document you can add over here. If you can save those documents where you're done, or you can load if you have it somewhere else. The next box over here basically is the option box. So this one is going to tell you what type of markup that you have on this sheet you want to basically flatten, right? So if you check all, it basically has all image, stamp, snapshot, text box. So you guys can kind of go through all of these actual, let's say, just the different type of them. So if you want to do all, you just select it. And then right here in the bottom, it says, flatten on markups. If you want to exclude it, filter markup. So you select whatever over here. So it's going to be excluded and the rest is going to be flattened. Or if you want to just select a few of them, it says currently selected markup. So you can select some over here on the actual sheet and you can hit currently selected markup. So you can have these three options for flattening. If you want to exclude some, if you want to only select some of them on your sheet, or you want to do everything that you have on your sheet. So when you create these, the next item is going to be allow markup recovery. So this one is basically by default is checked. It means everybody will be able to go to unflatten and then unflatten your markup. So if you want to send it to someone, this is very important. You need to uncheck the box for allow markup recovery. So if I uncheck this, then nobody will be able to unflatten it, because even if you flatten this document and this box is checked and you send it to different people, they can simply unflatten it and they can move your markups around. So if you want to basically lock it, you gotta make sure you uncheck these allow markup recovery and then save it, and after flattening nobody will be able to make any changes to your markups. If you want to, create a layer over here, you'll be able to kind of select these box. You can create a different layer. It provides you also with the options. You can leave the markups on the current layer. So if you have a different layer under your layer portion over here in Bluebeam, and also if you want to overlay any text, you can have all of these options. When you want to anchor it, the positioning, the different type, you have all of these options to do that. You also can click on show properties in pop-up. So if you have some type of property for this, which I was gonna open it up here. So as you guys know, when you create a markup, you can add priority to it, right? So let me just show you what I mean by that. So if I create this, you can see basically they have some properties on top for these markup. You can kind of name it, you can put it on the layer, you can assign a different color. So you can have a property associated with every single markup. So when you're basically checking these box and having options right here, you are telling Bluebeam that when I flatten these markups, I want to show all of these property. So you can, let's say, select whatever you have over here you want to show. If there is going to be any specific comments that come with your markup on the bottom, because as you guys know, when you create a markup, you can hit these three dots and you have a different column. You can add more properties and annotation to it. So if you are good with these like a status and everything, so when people click on these actual markup, they want to see the properties that are associated with that, you got to make sure you check this box. Also, if you want to have any attachment, any links or anything that is going to be on this sheet, you got to make sure you check this box. You go to option, and then you can basically put the title on that attachment. You can see just the padding, the size of it, how you want to attach everything. So you basically, if you want to have any type of link and attachment to your drawings and you want to flatten it, you got to make sure you select this box. And when you hit OK, you're good with all of that. You basically just hit flatten. So the thing is, if you guys, you see, if I kind of click on this one, these associated actually just one properties for this one, it shows like a callout. So this is one by me like a callout. So when I have the properties of these created, if I named everything create layer, so when people click on it, they basically get all the properties that I filled out for every single one of those. And you can see like I cannot move anything is not gonna go around. So as soon as I hit save on this, this is gonna be saved. You can share with people and nobody will be able to change it. So if you want to change your mind, you want to go back, make some changes, you can come here and basically use Control Shift plus U. You can unflatten. It basically goes back to the same thing. Like if you want to change anything over here, let's say I want to call this one, this is, well, I want to just put something over here so you guys can see. Let's just say like an important note. So if I right now go and flatten, we should see a different annotation on this one. So you guys can see the subject basically changed to the important note so people know this is the one, or you have any other item. So as soon as you're done with this, you can hit save. You'll be able to share these with anybody and nobody else can change your markups. Hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. If you like the content, make sure to subscribe and leave a like, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.